Hello. I am back. Okay, so let's get into it. Um, so what sparked this conversation was y'all know Rula. Um, Rula went viral probably like maybe a week, 2 weeks ago. Um, I don't remember who posed the question or if like the Christians themselves just posed this question onto themselves, but um pretty much there was a repeated argument, recycled fucking argument about, oh, where was Jesus during slavery? And then the Christians are like, oh, well, why are you so worried about Jesus? Where was Allah and the crystals and the deities and all this other stuff that y'all worship? Why are y'all worried about where Jesus was? So then it just turned into this very, very passionate back and forth between the Christian community, really, and the spiritual community. Again, I fall more so on the spiritual side. Um, but yeah, religion's not really my thing. So here's what I'm gonna say. I don't think people understand that religion is a tool. Religion is a tool that you can either use or not use, right? Um, some of you are mistaking tools for law, okay? Um, religion is not something that you have to commit to in order to have a relationship with a higher power. If you disagree with that, that's a fucking you problem. Okay. And because this is the funny part, everyone's spiritual journey is their own journey, right? Everyone's relationship with God or their higher power is their relationship, right? So I think that all of this hoopla trying to force your trying to force the way you navigate your life spiritually onto others is really like it's just so like annoying. Like you are suffocating as a person. That is so annoying. And then y'all are gonna they're gonna talk about, oh, wanting to spread the gospel and spread the word of God. And it's like there are totally ways to do that without like shoving a Bible down everyone's fucking throats. Like I don't think people understand, well, really religious people. I don't think religious people understand how connected we actually could all be as people who do believe in a higher power. I don't think y'all understand that we can relate more than you think or than you want to. Because the fact that any of us who all believe in a higher power, no matter what you call it, God, source, universe, um oh my gosh. Novak, I'm literally going to read your chat in like 2 seconds. I want to wait until I finish my point because I got ADHD and I'll forget. But I'm literally about to read that afterwards. Um, no matter what you call it, God, source, creator, spirit, universe, whoever, right? Um, any of us who believe in a higher power, right? I think we can all agree we all believe in a higher power of love and light, right? We all believe in a higher power of all that can be good here on earth and after we leave. Okay. And so I think if we cared enough to approach religion or spirituality with a perspective of like, with like more of an educational perspective, we could actually learn a lot more from each other than like sitting up here trying to make each other pick sides. Like, I can have a conversation with someone who is religious and still connect with them for the love of our mutual love of God. And I can actually receive some very helpful guidance and messages um through, you know, another religious practice. And it's like I find that beautiful. I think that's wonderful. I appreciate that. A lot of people push it away, mostly Christians. But I don't think that that's necessary. Like, I'm really in the space where I want to do a fuck ton of research about like that's really like my ADHD hyperfixation at the moment. Learning about so many different religions. Um I want to learn. I just want to absorb it because again, I feel like all of these things are tools and they're tools to help us navigate this thing called life. And I think that well, I'll get to it in a second, but the main point for this particular part is we can connect a lot more than being like pushed away from each other, pushing each other away rather. Um it can all just be we can all just love and get along and not try to force our own like perspectives onto each other because it just doesn't fucking matter. Like it really does not. You're gonna, have your relationship with your higher power. I'm gonna have mine. Everyone else is gonna have theirs. Just let it be. Just let it be. Not one religion has all of the right answers. Literally all that fucking matters when you leave here is if you're a good person. Just because someone does not believe in God at all, or they're not religious at all, that doesn't mean they're gonna go to hell or they're gonna have a terrible time in the afterlife just because they don't believe in a higher power. As long as that person lives their life working to be a better them every single day, and they live a life of generally pretty much a pretty fucking decent human being or a really good human, then like you're telling me they're just gonna go to hell after like living a great life and pouring so much peace, love, and positivity into the world. You're gonna tell me that they're gonna have a terrible time when they leave here just because they don't believe in the God you believe in or a God at all. That is absolute BS. And anyone who spreads that is a liar. So I think once everyone just kind of like just settles down in their own, you know, relationship with their higher power or lack thereof and just stays in their fucking corners and just minds their business, I think everything will be better, you know? Just focus on your relationship with God. Don't try to dictate my relationship with God. Just leave me the just leave everybody the fuck alone, okay? And I'm just specifically talking to really Christians, honestly. Okay, Novak 88218. I need to read your chat now, okay? Yo, bro, just wanted to show some real love for your stream because you've genuinely got crazy potential, and I'd love to connect with you with a top Twitch streamer who pulls thousands of live viewers and has over 3 million followers. He actually help smaller creators grow the right way, the real views, active chat. Add him on Discord. Okay, well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I can't really tell if that's like a bot thing or something. Yeah, I think that's like a bot, but it's okay. um, so next point. Bring up. Okay, so sorry, I got my notes. If I look to the left, I gotta get to my notes. Okay, and sorry, I gotta delete this because it's really distracting me. It's a very long. It's a. Can I delete this? I don't think so. It's all right. It's fine. It can. I don't want it to stay here. How do I delete this? Fuck. This shit is all in the way. I don't know how to delete this, guys. Okay. I don't know how to get rid of this chat, but it's okay. It's just gonna be in the way. Let me make this smaller. That'll make you feel a little bit better about life. Thank you. Okay. It's just too like much. Okay. So this is piggybacking off of my last point, right? Of like all that really matters when you leave here is if you're really a good person. And so I fell into this rabbit hole of like looking up near death experiences and really like what I've reached the conclusion that although everyone has different experiences, um different near death experiences, of course, and their near death experiences, so it's just going to be different for everyone. um I truly believe that even just like watching so many of them and hearing people's near death experiences, it really amplifies the true meaning of manifestation. I do believe that whatever you even here, fuck actually leaving this earth. I already believe that when you're here, whatever you believe will happen will happen. If you keep dwelling on bad shit happening to you, bad shit's gonna happen to you. If you keep, thinking that you're gonna be successful and life is gonna be amazing and great and unicorns and rainbows, then that's generally mostly what it's gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you invest more of your energy into, whether it's the positives or the negatives or really just specific things here on earth, that's going to continue to manifest itself over time. And so I do believe that is it's the same when we leave here. I do believe that, you know, whatever you believe spiritually, um, whether you have like a certain religion or, you know, your own spiritual practice, I do believe that your experience leaving here will be very unique to you. I don't believe that there's really one universal way that, we leave here, or I just don't think there's one universal experience of it. Um, and so that just it amplifies just watching so many videos, it just amplifies the meaning of manifestation and how important it is to really just focus on the good things as much as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to your own, individual beliefs in a higher power or not, um, people like trying to instill this fear in people of, oh, if you live this kind of way, you're gonna go to hell and hell and hell and hell, and just keeping this idea up of heaven and hell. And that's really why I honestly did not like church. Well, one of the reasons I did not like church, because I felt like every time I went to church, I was always thinking about death. Like, I was just always thinking about not being here, and not like on some I want to unalive myself type of thing, but more so the it was such a repetitive talking point, like heaven and hell. It was so repetitive that I would literally sometimes really be depressed during certain sermons, because all I would think about is like not I would kind of think of, well, I don't want to say what's the point of living life right now, but it would just kind of make me skip past, what I'm living right now at this moment. And I hate TikTok. Um it would have me kind of like just fast forward to just thinking about that. And I never liked that feeling. And that was like one of the main reasons I absolutely hated going to church. Cause like, why every time I go to church, I'm just like thinking about that, like whether I'm gonna go to hell or not, you know? Um, and so I think now stepping out of religion for like quite some time, um, I'm no longer like afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer afraid of thinking of that. My idea of leaving this earth is a lot more beautiful than it was when I went to church. It's a lot more beautiful and realistic and unique to me. And I think that the more that religious people understood that, even though it's organized religion, you all still have your own individual with God. It's your walk ain't gonna be everybody else's walk. That's inside organized religion and outside of it. And so I think that the more that people really just minded their fucking business, the better off everyone will be. But yeah, I just really I did not think many positive things while I was in church. And so the next point that I wanted to bring up was